What's up, homies? It's your boy LowTide bringing you guys a brand new video, and today is another Let's Talk Saturday. So I'm going to be playing, well, not playing, I'm playing a game obviously in the background, but today's is going to be a little bit different than all the other ones you guys have seen. It's been a while since I've done Let's Talk. So if you guys didn't know, Let's Talk is an old series on my channel where normally we talk about anything and everything. That's what I've always done. But I've also always on Let's Talk Saturdays had one other type of upload that sort of happens. It's called an All About Me. So that's what this one's gonna be. An All About Me is where basically I give you guys information about myself so you guys get to know me, you know, so there's not a whole bunch of who am I watching and, you know, all this, oh my god, I don't know who this guy is situation, you know. So it's sort of just a chill little, you know, me answering some sort of basic questions, some deep questions and stuff like that. So let's just go and get into it. There's 20 questions, by the way. All right, so number one, where does my YouTube name come from? So my YouTube name is LowTide, and the place it came from is actually a weird story, and I just hit the mic. The weird story. The thing that got it was I was watching a not TV show. It was a movie with my sisters. They had me watch a movie. I forget what a movie was. It was over, I think, Monster High. You know, the dolls and stuff. You know, you're forced to watch movies when you're older with your younger siblings. It was one of those situations, and we were just watching. And there was a DJ on there, and his name was I don't think it was High Tide. I want to say it was High Tide, but I don't remember his fucking name. But it was something dealing with the tide, I want to say. So I was like, that's cool. And I like flipped it on his head and took the name LowTide, and I brought it to my editing field, and sort of stuck with the name and while I was editing for a while and DJing a little bit, and it just stuck. So I've always used the name, and now it's just LowTide. That's just how I've been known as LowTide, LowTide Effects, and LowTide MC. All three channels I've ran, and just in general, those are the three I most time get called for. So LowTide, it just sort of stuck with me. Yeah, that's how that one's answered. All right, number two, what's your favorite color? My favorite color is red. I don't know if you could probably see it on the channel that much, because I don't want the channel to be purely just, you know, red everywhere, especially with the new revamp, hint, wink, wink, coming out soon. It's not probably gonna have a lot of red on it. My chibi, of course, is gonna have some red to it, because that's just how my chibi is. You know, my chibi has a red eye. Okay, come on, it has to be something. So you get what I mean. All right, so number three, what is your favorite animal? My favorite animal is a tiger. Yeah. Tiger's number one. Number two would probably be a wolf, and number three would probably be a lion. Yeah, sounds about right. Number four, how do your friends describe you? Alright, I don't know, so let's go ask them. Number five, what was your why didn't I start this sooner moment? My moment on me not starting YouTube sooner, I guess. Or just in something. YouTube, I didn't start it earlier. My moment for not realizing I didn't start it sooner probably was when I started MC up. Well, all three of these channels really. So last year, around Christmas, because I wasn't really doing anything. I was just like the kid who's like, I didn't express the emotions. I was just that kid who, you know, sitting there in class. I usually was a kid who just did my classwork, went home, played video games, and didn't really express myself unless I was on a game or something like that. And yeah, that was about it. So I was like, I need a way to express myself other than art and basically video games. So I went from that to like, oh, I should have done YouTube. And I did YouTube like 2 years before that. It was really fun. And I was like, why did I stop doing that? Basically, because it was a lot of fun, and it was my way of sort of like expressing myself. So that's what I could say was why didn't I start this sooner moment. And then I went back to doing it, and that's how I sort of got here. You know, a lot of flow and stuff from then. Alright, so let's move on. Alright, number six, what's your favorite way to relax? This is gonna sound weird because of the way because you would expect it to be gaming, since I have a gaming channel. It's not. My favorite way to relax is probably beatboxing and editing, actually. I don't know why editing is relaxing to me, but it's very relaxing unless my program crashes. Other than that, I'm fully relaxed. It just makes me calm and stuff. I don't know why. hence why I do a lot of like last times and stuff, because they're like I've edited for years now, and it's just fun to do. It reminds me of doing trailers and stuff, which I think is something I'd really like to do. So expect me to do trailers again sometime soon, just not right now. Expect it when I probably get back from my break. I'm gonna be trying to give you guys trailers for videos like almost every single time before I upload. I'll try to get it consistently out there for you guys, because I think that's really cool. If I can get it for all 3 videos, I'll try. I don't know, probably all 3, or maybe even just 1. I don't know. Alright, number 7. Who was your favorite teacher and why did they inspire you? I have a lot of favorite teachers from high school and I have one from 2nd grade. From 2nd grade is Miss Hardy. I don't know why. She was just one of the nicest teachers ever for me. If we're talking about inspiring with favorite teacher, it's probably going to be Mr. Jaeger and Reese. You guys aren't gonna know who these guys are, but like, I'm just saying their names because it's their last name. What are you gonna do? So basically, I would say why did they inspire me? How passionate they both were about their job and stuff like that. And they're both just like really funny people and nice, I would say great leaders in a way. That's all I could probably say about that. Alright, number 8. Who is your hero? I've answered this one before, and on every sort of all about me, I go over a lot of questions. It's why like if you go back through my all about me, you can pick up a lot of these questions. I've already answered them before. I just felt like, you know, since it's a different time, new audience and stuff like that, I was like, let's bring it back up, you know, so people don't have to go looking through those old videos, especially since my commentary and audio back then sucked like hell. Alright, so my heroes, I have a lot of them. I'm not going to list off all of them again. I'll probably list off the biggest ones, and I can tell you why really quickly. One of my favorite heroes one of my heroes is Cartoons, you know, the YouTuber, Delirious, H2O, and if I wanted to pick out a third, it would probably be PewDiePie. Those are my 3, in that order of the highest to lowest, if you want to put them in like a first, a second, a third, whatever. The reason why for the first 2 is because it's sort of cool to think of like the fact that I'm from the same state as them, so it's really cool to like look at the fact that it's like, you know, someone's came from my state, came from where I'm like around pretty much, and made it, so it gives you the same inspiration that you can do it. So it's like that for them, and I actually really like their content. And PewDiePie, as long as like Cartoons and Delirious, I just love all their personality and how they're willing to be them on the videos. So that's about the same, and that's what I try to do in my videos. I try to be me. So that's the reason why I would probably say that they're my heroes. Number 9. I have these out like numbered wrong. That's the reason why I'm like, I don't know my numbers. Who's your go-to band or artist when you can't decide on something to listen to? Eminem, Linkin Park, Whit Lowry, and Nefex. Those are my ones right there. I will instantly, like literally anytime I go to like listen to music on my phone, what I'll do is just click on one of their videos and then turn on shuffle. Well, not videos, one of their songs, and then hit shuffle. Depends on what mood I am, and then I'm like, all right, let's click on this, shuffle, and then whatever comes up next is what I'll listen to. But I'll start with their one song by either Nefex, Eminem, Whit Lowry, or I feel like Linkin Park. There we go. It's just whatever comes up. Number 10. What is the craziest story you've ever heard?
Emotions are prohibited.
I don't know the craziest I've ever heard, because I don't know. I got the crazy story I can tell you. So I woke up. I woke up. Okay. So my sister woke up, right? We were just casually, you know, every normal day. You know, I'm in my room pretty much watching YouTube at the time. I was eating, just casually sitting there, and let's go. She wakes up. She goes in the bathroom, because, you know, everybody has to use the bathroom when you wake up. You know, it makes logical sense. Then she comes out the bathroom, right? She walks outside, walks around in the kitchen for like pacing back and forth real quick. You know, and you're probably like, what? Why would she pace it back and forth? There's no reason to pace back and forth. So then she comes in my room, right? Knocks on the door. LowTide. Zyke. My name is Zyke. Zyke. Can you go check the bathroom real quick? Why? You know how it is when what's called when like a girl calls you out on the like to go look in the bathroom. You feel like you did something wrong. You instantly like, oh god, did I leave like the toilet seat? Like, did I do something wrong with the toilet seat? Did I apparently like not flush or something like that? Because I like went to the bathroom maybe like an hour before, so I was like, oh god, oh Jesus, what did I do? Oh god. So I'm going to the bathroom, right? First thing I do is just look. I'm like, I wonder what. I was like, did I do anything wrong? The first thing I do is just open the door and I just look over at the toilet. I'm like, no, the toilet seat's right. I'm like, look into it, like go on my tiptoes real quick. Look up. Wait, no, I flushed. I thought I did. Look around real quick, and then all of a sudden something catches my eye in the corner, right? This is like right next to the toilet. I'm like about to walk completely into the room and look to like every other direction. Some movement catches my eye. I just turn to the left and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Because like movement, you know, some unknown movement, you know, your eyes sort of just look at it. So I like looked and stopped for a split second, and it's just this little tiny, like maybe around 14-15 inches baby little cottonmouth snake. It's a snake just sitting there. He was moving around, just moving and I was like, why is there a snake in the bathroom? My sister's like, I didn't know if it was a snake. I thought I was delusional. So basically we had a snake in our bathroom. That's probably gonna be one of the weirdest stories for me, the craziest right there. Just having it in there, and then what we did to get rid of it, oh god, it took a lot of goddamn work. I didn't even do anything because I'm terrified of snakes. I'm not even gonna lie about that. Fucking snakes. Like I can walk by them. You damn right I'm gonna have like my tiptoes on, and I'm gonna be going by like the fucking Black Panther, and well, not the Black Panther. I'm gonna be going by like the Black Panther. I never freeze, and I'm just gonna keep moving as fast as possible while tiptoeing at the same time. That's about it. Alright, so number 11 is what you're doing now, what you've always wanted to do growing up. So I'm going to just target everything around YouTube because that's sort of what I focus on a lot. No, it's not. What I wanted to do growing up, if I'm completely honest, is be a superhero. That until I hit probably 5th grade, and then I was like, hey, I got into some websites and I was like, I want to be a game designer, and then I got to high school. That sort of went away after about a year, and then I was in a huge questioning state of my life. But that's something else for another video. But yeah, no. All right, number 12. What was your biggest challenge in life? Myself, yeah, definitely myself, because you don't realize it until you look back at the moment. You put yourself down a lot. I still do, but not as much. Back then it was like a huge issue with my mind. Like, you have control over your mind, but if you fill your mind with a whole bunch of negative things or dark things, you sort of bring those things into your life, and that's sort of what happened. It's like I had this past that I sort of made worse and worse and worse and worse and worse and worse because of the way I was. And that's what I gotta say the biggest challenge was me, basically, because I made that past more realistic to myself. And I can explain that more, but that's something for another video. I really feel like doing a video of all my past real soon, and I'm probably gonna do one probably next Saturday, except I'm going to be doing a thank you to somebody who saved my life once or twice, so I wanted to do a video about that. I'm going to do that next week. Alright, number 13. What did you want to be when you were small? I already said this. When I was like small, like a kid, I wanted to be a superhero. I wanted to be like, at first it was a sheriff, because I wanted to be like Walker, Texas Ranger, because I watched a lot of that as a kid. Then it went from that to like a Power Ranger. And then I think Batman, something like Batman. Yeah, I even did like training as a kid. Like, I was that into it. Like, I taught myself how to run on walls and stuff because I was a kid, and we're out here in the country. You can do anything to mess around. That's what I did. I was a rough kid just playing around. Number 14. What did you think? Oh wow, yeah. What do you think is more important, exploring the world or yourself? They're both important. Exploring the world like broadens your horizons. But exploring yourself, you learn more about you, you can do more. So I would probably say yourself, because if you explore you, you learn more about yourself, and when you the obvious, right? When you learn more about yourself, you could do more with it. Like when you learn more about yourself, you know what you like, so you'll do what you like, and that can make you very successful. And you also know what you don't like, so you won't mess with stuff that you don't like and things like that. You know what I mean? So I would probably say that. Number 15. What important life lessons would you like to pass on to your children? And give me a second, gotta expand my fucking view. And their grandchildren. Be yourself. I don't know. You are your own. I don't know. Well, no. How should I word this? Create your own destiny. Boom. There we go. That's pretty much what I would probably say. Create your own destiny. Forge it, you know? Don't let someone else sort of control it. Even though, like, your parents might try to, I just don't. I don't agree with that. That's just how my thing goes. You can follow in their footsteps if you want, but I'm not, unless you truly love what they do and you want to do it as well, I wouldn't do that. I would do only what you truly love. What you have a passion and a purpose for. Number 6. Do you believe people are at the whim of destiny, or that they can create it themselves? I believe you can create your own destiny. Fuck what everybody else is like. No, yeah, you were born into this. No. You can do whatever you want. It's just, are you willing to do it? Are you willing to put in the work to achieve it? Are you? That's my main thing about it. Number 17. What changed your way of thinking forever? Motivational videos. Back a year ago, right before I started my channel back up, started YouTube again. Exactly what I was talking about at the very beginning, what I said, like the moment where I realized, you know, I should come back into YouTube. I was very depressed at the time. And I watched a couple videos. You know how every once in a while you get those little things on your recommended page, and you're just like, no, I'm never, like, this video isn't gonna help me or anything like that. And it said like how to cure, like, I don't know, not how to cure depression, how to, like, this video will help you with depression or something like that. Depression and anxiety and stuff like that is what it said. And I was like, no, it won't, you know. And I sort of went by it the first time, and then it showed up there, like, I think another, like, week or so later, and I was like, why the fuck not? I had like 20 minutes to spare, why not? So I listened to the video and I literally cried, like, I think twice. Yeah, I cried almost the whole way through, and I watched it twice, and I cried both times. And it just changed a lot of the way I think, and it changed me and made me think more about a lot of things. And then I kept listening more and more to motivation, and that's sort of how I got to where I am now. And it did definitely get me out of my dark times. I went through depression, suicide tendencies, well, not tendencies, thoughts, and almost attempts and stuff like that, and it just stopped me. So that's what I would say is great for me. I know that doesn't work for everyone, but I definitely would say it's a big part. Number 18. What was the defining moment of your life that changed it?
The birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be.
Probably when I started this channel back up. So back in August of last year, or not August, no. What was that? Was that September? Was that October? I think it was October. Yeah. I just went through like a huge breakup, depression, suicidal things again, and stuff like that. I got stopped by a whole bunch of motivation and one person in particular. Like I said, I'll have a video about that. And that it was the defining moment, because I got to a point where I realized what I want to do. My purpose in life, and well, I remembered and I expanded upon my purpose in life. I figured out that about 2 years before, and I just started working towards it, and that's where I'm at now. Number 19. How did you get your weirdest scar? It's not really weird. I have a scar on my eyebrow. You guys obviously don't know because I don't do face cam, but I have one in my eyebrow from when I was a kid. I was like 5. And I was running, well, we have like a huge, we call it a shop, we call it the shop. It's not a shop, it's basically where we keep all, it's like a tool shed, except it's a lot bigger. It's almost like a second house in a way, almost, except it's outside. we just keep a whole bunch of tools in there. We have metal tables, wood tables, a little bit of everything in there, vices. It's made for a whole bunch of like work and outside and stuff, like wrenches, everything's out there. What's it called? When I was a kid, I remember I was running through there, and we had this one giant metal table. We still have it now, but the corners of it were basically straight, so it was like a pure square on the top, you know, table. So I hit one of the corners directly, like basically I hit one of the corners that was sticking out, and it just hit me in the head perfectly straight on, and it just cut me right down, basically from the top of my eyebrow to the bottom. It's a little slash mark pretty much, and I almost had to get stitches for it. Almost. Apparently like a day or two right before they were about to take me to get stitches, it healed to the point where I didn't need stitches, so it was fine. Because I want to say I had it for like a day or two. I don't remember exactly because I was 5. I do remember some things, but I definitely do remember it being like a day or two, and then them saying, no, I'm not going to need stitches. So that's got to be the weirdest scar for me. Number 20. What do you want to do? Well, what do you want to be your final words? I don't know. It's a long time from that. Hopefully. I'm the kind of person who would, the older I get, especially, have like a fucking scavenger hunt with a lot of my stuff. So I'd probably be that guy. With my final words, the treasure's hidden somewhere. Your first clue is da 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 in my bedroom. Check the face. Or I'd give you a riddle or something like that, and be like, the treasure's hidden, and then be like, here's your first clue. And it'd be like that, and I would probably have all my like family do it, or kids. It'd be like 39 clues almost. Except everybody's not trying to kill each other. Hopefully, I don't expect it to be like that. Jesus. Alright, so that's all that. So this is all about me. Obviously, it's entirely different. I don't know if you guys will like this compared to my Let's Talks where you know we discuss things versus, you know, me talking about me and you guys learning about me. If you guys want to, you guys can answer any of these questions down below in the comments. I would love to get to know you guys as well. Other than that, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, click that like button. If you guys are new to my channel, click that subscribe button immediately to another one of my videos. If you guys wish to be notified when I upload, click that notification bell so you guys will be notified in your email and on YouTube when I upload. Other than that, help me grow the Ocean Militia, which is you, which is you, Hamies, by clicking this video, well, not click what? By sharing this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, Snapchat, Instagram, or wherever. Other than that, live, love, namaste.